Yo, it's GenChi here from IdioFreQ, and today I'm reviewing Karate Master 2, Knockdown Blow. So before we get into the review, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. We're new to the YouTube space, so your support really does go a long way. So without further ado, here is IdioFreQ's review of Karate Master 2, Knockdown Blow. So, I hear you like martial arts. I heard you like schooling fools with a quick left, right, and then a roundhouse kick to the jaw. You have aspirations of being the best fighter around, gaining all the glory, and running your own school. Well, awesome. Those are the same dreams of Karate Master 2's protagonist. Step into the shoes of, the brown-haired karate guy, Ken, and get ready to rumble. Karate Master 2 is a one-player action and adventure game that puts you in the shoes of Mr. Ken, a forklift worker with aspirations of being so good at karate it'd make Ryu from Street Fighter Hadouken his trousers. Now, being a construction worker, Ken doesn't start off amazing at his martial art. No, you have to work for it. Like, literally. The game does not really hold your hand, and when you start, you're given a small intro cutscene, and then the game pays homage to true martial artists everywhere, and then, bam. You're plopped at a karate do screen, and you're left to your own devices. Do you want to train? Do you want to hit up the stage select? Do you want to pick one of the options to the left underneath the strategies tab? You know, the options that are in fucking Japanese? The game holds no hands, and often doesn't even speak the same language. Once you get your bearings though, you'll be treated to the game's combat system. It's a system made of high, mid, and low attacks, all accompanied by corresponding parries. Again, high, mid, low. To win, you have to whittle down a body part with your flurry of attacks until it glows red and you bust your foe like a rock'em sock'em robot. At first the system will feel clunky, but as you train in the game's modes, you organically and naturally get better. It just feels good to learn within this game world. Now, I'm not sure if I just sucked at the beginning, but after you work your forklift job to make a little money to enter yourself into a tournament, I found roughly about the second or third match, I would get my ass handed to me by my opponents. I lost. A lot. But just like a true martial artist would learn with actual combat practice, those losses served to familiarize me with the combat system, and I organically and naturally got better. Because it's a video game made after the 90s, this game naturally has an RPG element, right? Through special training, usually afforded to you after a win, you can increase stats like strength, toughness, speed, and whatever the hell Taikite and Ki are? I played and beat the game and still have no idea what these two stats helped with. Like I said, there's no hand holding. I mean, I could look it up, but where's the fun in that? Anyhow, between learning how your moves work in the dojo, leveling stats, and working the forklift job and entering tournaments, there feels like there's a lot to do in the beginning hours of the game. Remember I said it feels like. We'll come back to that later. So as you begin to win, you'll unlock the ability to duel other dojos and gyms based off a fame meter that incrementally fills up with each win. The game goes swimmingly until you hit roughly about the mid-game point. After working your forklift job and paying to enter karate matches where you win first place, it feels like a godsend when you're finally able to enter the boxing arena. Weird place for a karate match, by the way. Anyway, you get paid for every win here. This is where you expect the game to expand again. Remember when I said it feels like there's a lot to do? Well, this middle section of the game sees you attempting to amass money to open your own school. You know, your own dojo. You need about $1,500 to open your school. Each fight in the boxing match nets you about $45. Now, assuming you'll win every match, which you won't due to random instant defeat, one-hit KOs, you'll fight 33 times in this one arena. Sure, in between you'll also be training to level your stats, but mostly you'll fight the same handful of 5 martial artists over and over and over and over again. Sure, there may be a random event or two that kinda breaks up the monotony, and I do mean random, but overall it's the same thing over and over again. Now that wouldn't be so bad if the game remained challenging, but I was so strong that all I needed was 3 gut kicks to knock a guy down. Again, that wouldn't be so bad cause you'd blaze through the fights. But did I mention we're in a boxing ring? That means unless there is a flash KO, you have to knock the opponent down 3 times, with the ref counting to, I don't know, about 7 in Japanese. He doesn't even have to count. They always get back up. That means 3 times. I can feel my brain liquefying. The shame is I was having so much fun with the game. It was like they made half a game. They were like, shit bro, we only have about 4 hours worth of game. What do we do? I don't know man, pad the game and make them do the same thing for like 5 more hours without a break. Then end that game abruptly. Nailed it! So let's talk about the stat training mini games. Most of them are so uninspired, and I swear they're created by a man whose dog was shot by a rogue duo named Controller and Keyboard. The minigames have you mashing all the buttons as hard as you can, like you're racing towards arthritis. Also, you can fill some arbitrary meter. Why are games still doing this? Maybe game developers get paid by shady shadow companies like Big Controller and Big Keyboard. And I don't know. My favorite minigame of the bunch was the one where you punch droplets of water with your fists or kick them. It took timing and I don't know, it's the best one, sue me. Alright, I'm reeling this in. I know I sound harsh in the game, but that's because it had so much promise. I absolutely loved the beginning hours of this game, and I praise the allowance for natural acclimation of skills. The opening hours see you exploring not only the world, but the game's mechanics and martial moves. It nails the Karate Guy look, and the combat looks fantastic. It's just the uninspired second half that sees all the game's potential sail right off a cliff. So, I review games on a scale of lame, rough, solid, excellent, and amazing, with amazing being my highest praise. I have to grant Karate Master 2 a rough. It has a lot of promise, and it's fun for a while, but the arthritis-giving minigames and the poor second half tank the game. I say give it a try if you really find it for like extremely low price. It is amusing, and honestly I'd be up for a Karate Master 3 if they handled it with more care. But of course, this is just my humble and grumpy opinion, and at IdioFreq we want you to think on your own frequency. If you played the game, what did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, if you liked the video, don't hesitate to hit that like and subscribe button. Again, it goes a long way for us newbies. So that was my review of Karate Master 2, Knockdown Blow. Once again, I'm GenChi with IdioFreq, and I'll catch you next time. Freak Nation out.